let's all die except for me.
Well, there's really not much to recap. It's really just it's Krag's turn. Krag, you've seen your allies who were ready to charge into the fray with you find themselves unable to accompany you as they are currently entrapped in massive mud and clay that they seem to be unable to extricate themselves from. However, it is your turn. You are still free. This creature is ahead of you. It is large. It is just begging to be bashed. But perhaps you'd like to withdraw instead. I don't know. You tell me. What do you do?
Damn you, Jim. Damn you, Jim.
Dylan Kaiser says Krag's knowledge of Trader Joe's employee discount is quite, and then the word is lost because Social does not love me.
But Lucas Martinez says you forgot to mention a Sir Jonathan shirt.
Well, we do have shirts for sale. I was mistaken. Our store is still up and available, so please go over to wictheseries.com if you want a t-shirt. You can get a Marcus one, and then there's other ones. But
Lyra,
Lyra,
Alex,
Strive boldly forth with me.
Overalls, you can wear it with shorts.
Wait, what was my knowledge of Trader Joe's?
Troubling.
Troubling.
Are the pillows up yet?
No.
No, not yet. They should be.
Sometime soon you can have pillows with our faces on them.
My hope is this week.
And you can sleep with it and hug it and huddle with it.
It's the only way you'll be able to have Quigley alive and in your arms.
You know what I would want to see? I would want to see somebody who gets all of the pillows, including Marcus, and has them huddle together so that Marcus could be in the pillow huddle.
Marcus would never be in the pillow
Yes.
huddle.
He would be in the pillow
Yes,
huddle.
well, in my
They're very
house, you
fluffy
will.
though. My dog.
Plus, it's just Lyra
My
and
dog
Alex.
Piper would love to lay on these. She loves pillows.
I can't wait for mine.
So
I know, me either. I'm so excited. Okay, sorry, we're ready.
Krag, it's your turn.
I took that hit.
You took it.
I took that hit, and I see this thing cleave through.
Oh, it just
I see it
smashes
trap
your
them.
friends.
I was going to rage, power attack, go forward with the plan.
Right.
I am so mad right now
Do you
So you rage.
at you.
double rage?
No, I can't tell. Yeah.
Do you rage in real
I
life?
roll a giant rage. No.
Oh, it's my favorite.
No. What would it take for me to break him out? Could I charge?
You can try to essentially just break the shell of clay and mud that has formed itself around him. Yeah, that is possible.
Could I run up and break that without seriously injuring him? Do I have to do an attack?
It would not. You would not necessarily run the risk of hurting him. You would just have a situation that would just use up your that would use your action for it.
Yeah, that'd be my turn. Yeah.
I have a question for you, Krag, to know. Is the threat range 15 feet?
It does seem to be able to
So
reach
attacks of opportunity within 15 feet.
within 15 feet.
Wow.
That's correct.
Mitchell Andrew Wentworth says, watch it with my wife. I see why she loves it. Well, we're glad that you're watching, Mitchell. We're glad that your wife has watched it. But
Yes.
unfortunately, this sounds like it's the last episode because they're all gonna die.
Hey, no!
Except
not
for
gonna
Gus.
die.
No.
So here's what I do. So I say, Lyra, get out of here now. And I charge forward and attack. I try to break Quigley out of the shell.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Don't botch it.
Botch, shut up.
Why would you say such a thing?
What you got?
10 plus 10.
Okay, yeah, you managed to hit the shell that's formed around, but you need to roll damage.
Oh, wait, I'm not
Okay.
there.
And I'm still
And the other
enlarged?
one.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it would be 10 plus 10
Yeah,
plus
you are
1.
still enlarged.
So I 3d6?
Yes.
Come on, break him out.
Break them out, break them out.
All right.
So 9 plus 6, 15.
Quigley, you are free.
Does he still have 8?
Can I still say, we need to get out of here
The 8
now?
that I gave him? Does
Yes,
All right.
8 is still active. 8 is still active.
No, I said, I knew that someone was going to say
No,
that. No, I
those
said
jokes are
8.
never good.
Marcus.
Trey, I can't read it. My eyesight isn't very good.
Trey Decour?
My turn?
Yes.
It is your turn.
Trey Ducour says, I just stumbled across you guys by accident. Not disappointed. That's what we're going for. Not disappointed.
Not
Yuri says,
disappointed.
"My
That's our
favorite
highest
characters."
achievement yet.
Even though we're
Unlike every one of my former girlfriends, you are not disappointed, friend. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Whose turn is it?
I'm going to go move my flaming sphere as it's its last round onto the giant creature and have it totally not dodge it. because it would never roll a saving throw high enough to
Does
dodge.
24 beat your?
You know it does. So you just want to. Oh, so what
That's
you wanted
right.
to do was
That's
be
exactly what I want
You
to
wanted
do.
to be a dick about it. Okay, cool. Yeah. No,
What
that's-
phase of the moon is it, Marcus?
Oh,
It's a white gibbous! Great. I'm gonna have it save against the next thing I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna cast slow on it.
What is the save? Is it a will save or a fortitude save?
You'd love to know that, wouldn't you?
I'm
I'm gonna look
need
at
to know.
d20pfsrd.com.
Sure.
Because somebody never wrote it in my spell book, meaning me. Boop, ba-doop, boop, boop. It's a level 3. Slow, slow, slow.
You're gonna make me come back here tomorrow, Jim?
You're just gonna come back every day? Oh, actually,
Will
problem.
negates it.
It is a close range spell, 25 feet.
All right, let's go with web, because I ain't going down there.
Not going down there.
Nope, not gonna do it.
All right.
Wouldn't be prudent.
Not gonna work here anymore. Web is a reflex, which I'm sure it has no reflex save. that it
No
could
reflex
possibly-
save whatsoever.
Nope, sure it's fine.
22 reflex save, so it is currently within web, but not entrapped by it.
Yeah, did you want to ask your question?
Huh?
Yeah, you want to just ask your question?
Oh, no,
does
I know that
22 beat
22
your-
doesn't-
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah, screw you, Jim!
So if it moves out
can kill
of
it.
that, it will have to roll one more save, but it is currently not trapped. Alex, you hear Krag saying we gotta go. You are currently stuck. You
I'm
can try to
gonna-
break
yes,
free. You
I'm
can
going
use
to.
your escape artist to help you.
Yes. Yes. I'm gonna do escape artist. Fire up my desk cam.
My DOS cam.
16 plus my 11 breaks
27.
me out.
Whoa! Alex just had a breakout moment. You managed to extricate yourself from your confines. You are okay.
I could be bad. I mean, I could be cool or whatever.
Be cool, man, be cool.
That was a standard action. You still have a move action
I'm
left.
running,
You move away. However,
and I've got my boots of striding.
Attack of opportunity.
if you're moving
baby.
out of a threatened square,
Whatever. Okay. Bring it on.
Is she close enough to... Ah, saving shield! Is she within
No,
a
you
position?
can't. You already.
You just got unstuck. You're gonna get stuck again.
I think you already used it on Krag.
you do get +4 because you have mobility. Remember, against attacks of opportunity. So what's your AC +4?
AC 17 plus 4.
21.
83.
Thank you.
21.
You got a 21? Wow. Sorry. Sorry.
I missed you.
Yes!
As you get out of the way,
Running.
you move 30 feet away, back towards the flames, near to where Lyra is. Lyra,
Yes.
it's your turn.
Yes. Well, I'm going to heed his advice, and he said get out of here, so I'm running.
You run?
Yeah.
Full run, sprinting up the
Yeah.
path, getting away from this creature.
I am.
Quiggles.
Let's go get Loremire.
Can I take a 5-foot step and then run?
Throw him in the pit.
That is not possible.
I do a full withdrawal.
Full withdrawal. You move away without provoking an attack of opportunity.
And on the way, I start screaming, I can't believe I'm losing 6 bear traps over this!
We can go back and get him in the morning.
And they're still there.
Can he?
I don't know.
My turn, Krag. This thing is going to take a full attack action against you.
Oh no.
That is 2 slams.
And a bite, and a kick.
And
Just
I
a
throw
slam.
my shield back and I saving shield so crash.
And
Sorry,
then rolls a
Captain
one and hits
America,
me in the
not
face.
today.
And knocks me unconscious.
First one is a miss. The second one is not.
I'm at
Krag.
an 18, you know.
Huh?
I'm at an 18 AC.
I know what you're at.
Well, you're giant, too,
And I know
actually.
that you're taking
Doesn't help.
13 points of damage as you get slammed with the second attack.
I'll take it happily.
Whoa. Getting a little cocky there, huh? Well, it's your turn.
Don't make
Dylan
me.
do you
Geyser
do?
says, it looks like Lyra's dunking a giant Oreo in some milk. No, what Lyra's doing is eating an entire cup full of cookies.
It's full of cookies. It's all kinds.
Oh, I love Oreos and I love milk.
I do too. Actually, that sounds.
Oh,
and
I'm
I
gonna have
love
that when I go
words,
home.
And when you guys type them,
All right.
I just love them.
Oh.
So,
Run.
yeah, I know.
What's to stop this thing from climbing out of the pit?
We'll get
No, get
Excellent question, Quigley.
there.
Quigley! Keep your mouth shut.
You have raised an excellent
Jam, full
point.
retreat.
No.
Full retreat.
Okay,
Full retreat and run away.
you're running away.
Run away.
Okay. With your
on
2 move actions, you could
Monty
get
Python.
much farther than Lyra, than Alex was, because she's still behind. Did you want to stay near Alex, or are you just booking it up the ramp?
I can't book it too far. I'm running away, but I'm making sure that I could, if they get entrapped again, I need to be down there to get
Christopher Sizik says, wrong. Only the first square of withdrawal does not provoke an attack of opportunity. The other 2 squares of reach do provoke an attack of opportunity. Well, Christopher, I'm going to defend Jim here and say wrong on you because they were only in the first square of threatened range stuff, words.
Right.
That's
And since
actually
we don't
correct.
have
They
a
were
board,
only at the
there's
edge
no
of its
way
threatened.
of proving it.
Well, sorry.
No, well, they were with you guys were 15 feet
because
away.
Quigley and Alex had never had a chance to advance further, so they were at the edge of the threatened. Yes,
Well,
they were all
Damon
in.
Geisler said, just saying it would be hilarious if the monster incorporated the bear traps into itself for extra grapple fun.
Yes, but it's huge. Does it hit my bear traps?
Oh.
Here we
All
are
4
again.
of them. Let's go!
And it laughs. Hit the monster laughing
First,
button.
it's Marcus's turn. Marcus, your friends have decided to
Marcus.
flee.
You see us running.
What do you do? Stand and fight like a man?
You're very good at jokes, Jim. I'm going to not do that. Instead, I will back away heroically.
Heroically backing away.
You're nowhere near it. Shoot something. Man.
He's going to
Shoot a smile your way.
He's running away. He's like, I told you we should have stolen the deed tonight!
Alex,
Running.
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 Lyra, running. Quigley, running. My turn. This creature attempts to move out of the webbing,
Bear trap?
which means it needs to make a reflex save to avoid being entangled.
Ask me if 32 beats it.
Actually, this might be a legitimate one. What about 16?
I think you're stuck. I'm gonna go with stuck, and then defend myself.
It is
later.
a second level spell, yes?
Yep.
Second level spells for you are a DC 17. It is stuck. It is currently entangled in the webbing as it tries to move out of it.
Oh, I did
Get
a thing.
Loremire!
So I run back in, I get my bear. No, I'm just kidding. I
Get
don't
the
do that.
cheese.
Krag, you continuing the run?
Yeah, I'm continuing out.
Okay.
Run, you fools!
Are you all going to continue running?
Yes.
Yes!
Okay,
Yes.
so then I will go to my turn. It will try to free itself from the webbing, and if it can't do it, then you guys will definitely be able to move far enough
If it
away.
rolls a 1, it's going to fall into my bear traps.
You hunt them out.
And then into the fires.
It didn't roll a 1.
And then your poop. Your poop's down there.
Oh, my poop kills it. The crab crap kill it. It
It
didn't see
does
the
manage
stick.
out,
to
dude. It's dried
break
out.
Oh, it's dried
free
out.
of its grappled condition this round
Shoot.
What? What? What?
and move closer to the edge of the pit. You guys have just reached the top of the pit and you are standing there, still ready to flee as one giant hand comes up over the edge of the pit. No, you guys, it doesn't hit any of you, but you guys can hear it like rumbling and rolling along as it begins to haul itself out of the pit to come after you.
No. It's like a giant gingerbread man.
We can't eat it either.
I don't know. I was thinking about Shrek.
I was too. I'm in. Yeah.
So,
Sound.
let's lead him to the Red Masked Mercenaries!
Let's do it.
Yes. I'm
That's
on
what
That
we're
would
doing.
not
Did
be
you
a
just yell
run you
that?
could keep up.
What?
That's a while away.
I'm okay with it!
Your friends would fall behind
No,
and
we
get
wouldn't.
eaten.
No, we wouldn't. Why do you think this?
Because if you're going to maintain your speed for that long, you
Okay,
become
fast.
fatigued and then you
Loremire.
can't
How
move.
fast-
gonna become fatigued,
how
too.
fast is the creature?
It seems to be able to keep pace with the slower members of your group.
Which I think is
currently,
Marcus.
which is Quigley,
That's not,
not Lyra. Quigley and Marcus would be the ones who are slowest currently,
My
because every
speed
one of
is-
you
My
has
speed is 30 feet.
I'm 40.
in medium
she's
armor.
40.
Yeah, because you have armor training.
Both of us are the fastest.
Why don't yeah.
We could.
She's actually able to keep pace with you now with her boots of springing and striding.
Sweet.
So at our full speed, it's keeping pace.
With those two, yes.
Put him in the box. You gotta get him in the box.
Are you going to stop to put them in the box?
As I see this thing coming up and these guys running from it, I am not going to have any of that. So I'm going to cast Vanish on myself and go away.
And go away.
I'm going to be not there.
Okay.
And I want to yell, do we want to lead it to Loremire's house?
Yes!
Or
The Red
do
Masked
we lead
Mercenaries!
it to the Red Masked
Red Masked
Mercenaries?
Mercenaries!
I message you and say, you should run before it gets out of the hole, you dummies.
Red Masked Mercenaries.
I'm gonna go perpendicular to the situation that I see
Oh my
happening.
god, this is gonna be a
Okay.
shit show.
How far could we run before we got exhausted? He's gone.
You would be okay.
We can make it?
Huh?
So I can make it.
Even this is a significant distance away. Because even Simon's hut, remember, is
Hey,
like an
if-
hour
if,
outside of town, going out
Gendry,
into the
if Gendry
woods.
ran to the.
This is a this.
Oh yeah, Gendry made it to the wall. Yeah, you got
Gendry
this.
did.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
In like
Yeah, you're
20
right.
minutes. In 20 minutes.
Yeah, Game of Thrones is it's the best show on TV. So
I do like
they would
that.
never lie to
Don't
If you
about
send
how
a
do
fast
raven
people can
now,
run.
then
If
the
I send a
dragons will be
raven-
there in like 10 minutes.
We lead
Yeah.
it to the try to lead it to the outpost.
I think that's a fun idea.
I think we can do it.
And this is while we're running, we're like,
Okay,
do we lead it to the outpost or do we lead it to the
I didn't say it was a good idea. I said it was a fun idea.
I want to lead it to Loremire's house and prove to him that there's a monster.
No, he knows there's monsters in it.
Nobody needs to prove to him there are monsters. He
already
acknowledged
paid
the
the guy.
monsters.
He needs his mud pit to smite him dead.
No, we're going to the Red Masked Mercenaries!
I don't know about this. I like the Red Masked Mercenaries.
Why are you
Okay,
looking at me and saying you don't
when
know
is
about
all this discussion occurring? That's what I'm curious
Well,
about.
it's
over
When is
now.
this
Wait, it's
when is
over
this
now.
total
We're like, we stopped to talk
like
about
you have a
it.
council of
didn't give us-
Elrond in the middle of this battle?
1 second. Okay.
I yell out, run to the Red Masked Mercenaries! And then we just start running and
he did
I get
more
to be
running.
Galadriel.
Yeah, but we gotta make sure he's behind us at all
What about the
times.
box? What about the box?
can you run behind me and unlock the box while I'm running?
How the hell is it gonna fall into it? It's so big and massive.
Because he's faster than I am.
Yeah, but how is it gonna get
As you
into
guys
the box?
are running,
Alex,
Further and
sometimes big
further.
massive
No,
things
no,
can
he's
fit in
talking.
small holes, okay?
Whoa.
you guys look back and you see that the creature has stopped. And it doesn't even stop, it just begins to sink down into the ground and then disappears out of view.
He just didn't want us to lead the monster back in the Red Masked.
So that's not a real, that's not even
It
close
could've
to a
happened.
thing you
We
could
were
do at this
planning it
point.
while we ran.
In the night, fleeing for like
It would have been
10
asleep.
miles at a
Oh,
10
it would
run.
have been
Like, no, it's not gonna happen. There's no way you would run through the forest successfully in the middle of the night. Like, no way.
But his hammer's still lit. It's shining bright.
So
We stop running.
we're gonna get the deed,
Let's go
Where's
now.
Lord Marcus?
and then we're gonna go back there tomorrow.
Marcus!
Marcus.
Marcus!
Yeah.
Where are you? Right here?
Near enough.
He's within
to
yelling
somebody.
distance, apparently.
Hold my hand. Everything
Lady
is
Lyra, do
okay.
you mind doing your little wow, 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 wow?
The hell
That's
is
a
that
technical
thing?
term.
Oh.
The technical term for he needs to be healed.
I was wondering the same thing. Like,
I need to be healed on a scale of 1 to 10.
6.
that's it?
I could
Excuse
use
me.
a tiny bit more.
I am healing
I
you.
can't believe we had to run away twice
Oh
from
my-
this stupid mud pit.
You
We're
wanna-
going back there and we're killing that stupid
You
thing.
level us up and
Whoa.
go and let us go back in that mud pit.
I don't care about leveling up. If he fireballed it and didn't roll ones across the board, that would help.
Oh, sure.
So
Don't blame
low.
him for
This
it.
is Marcus's
And
fault.
here we go arguing again.
And then I have 11 for you.
Ooh, thank
What was that?
you, darling.
Alex.
100%.
I am at 100% exactly too.
Okay, are you
Thank
all right?
you.
I feel okay. I mean, it would definitely.
I'm gonna do it all for you. 9.
Dylan Kaiser says, sense motive roll on Jim. He was never going to allow that. Have you shared this half of the episode? If not, you're going to miss out on awesome stuff from OpenGamingStore.com. If you are going to do some shopping with Open Gaming Store, simply go over to opengamingstore.com and use the discount codes that we are providing to you that they have provided to us to give to you. Yep. DAS, all caps 24 is one of those codes. Use that one, and you're going to get 24% off your first order. Do that before 9/22, that is September 22nd. You have until then to get your first order in and get 24% off. They have lots of stuff, including physical and digital downloads. And of course, speaking of digital downloads, you can get one of your own for freezies. Just use DAS free, all caps, with an exclamation point on the end, and you're going to get yourself Advancing with Class the Magus. And you're going to find out all sorts of stuff. It's a PDF download, and you will get a lot of information about the Magus or Magus or whatever you use, however you say it.
Maggots.
Who knows?
Sounds
that
better
class.
if you say Magus.
It's a really cool class, actually.
But we know that everyone
Like
out there loves
major-
shopping because they love
I hear
watching
you.
us.
Well, we're going to have to go shopping.
Benjamin Snyder
the only
loves
way we're gonna beat
us
this
shopping. He likes when we shop.
Cannot stand
Right?
And also, if any of you out there are amazing artists,
Which
we'd love to see some of it of us. So just
Running away.
draw us running away from this giant
Draw us
It doesn't even have to be us. You know, there
Like
are
that
other
one.
NPCs
That's pretty
that
good.
some
No.
amazing
No.
fan art
I love that one
has
too.
been.
Lucas
So
Martinez made one of young Squire Quigley with a wooden
just had
sword,
it up.
He just had
striding
it.
boldly forth at a
He just
very
had
young
it.
age.
He
and it's
also
wonderful.
seemed to he drew one of our favorite NPC, Jonathan the hero,
look, there's you.
the hero of Trapsboro, the town guard.
Yeah, the Jonathan, the dragons and things. is
Jonathan,
great.
Jonathan the bold, Jonathan the just, Jonathan the righteous. A
Jonathan
Squire
that sits
Quigley
on his
approved
behind
Well, it's better,
piece
than,
of art.
it's better than the
There's
liar
Jonathan.
Quigley.
There he is.
The
Yes,
liar Quigley.
there is Jonathan.
The liar
Does that
Quigley.
look like a hero to you?
Well, I mean, that particular piece of artwork.
Does
is
that look like a hero to you?
Why not?
What about all these guys that just ran away? Is that
Look, there's another
that was
Jonathan.
the
Yeah, I got that.
No, that's more of a heroic pose. Look at me flying through the air.
to kill an innocent man with his back turned to you?
He's having
That's
a
not
nice
heroic
meeting,
Quigley.
Jonathan.
He is
Appreciation Day.
evil to the core.
What happened to lawful good guy?
Yeah, but I know.
Can someone
That's
draw
what she said.
Amy and Marcus?
So,
I want to eat Team Quigley.
where are we
Team Quick
regrouping?
Legs.
Where are we regrouping right now?
That's a great question.
I say we go to Mortfor's
I'm
house
going to
and
get a
sleep.
drink.
Why?
I whisper to them. So I will see you
What
at
happened
have
to
the
whiskey.
mouse.
What
You've
happened
got
to
whiskey
the
on
whiskey I
you.
gave you?
I used it.
Do you want
I
more
threw
whiskey?
it
I'm going
away.
to the mouse and moth.
Do you want more
Marcus.
whiskey?
Marcus, we need to go steal the
Yes,
deed.
that's why I'm going to the mouse
I'm
and
going.
moth.
I'm going to Mortfor's to
No.
sleep because that was very scary.
I thought we were gonna go steal the deed.
I'm not doing that.
That was the plan.
Yeah, the plan was the next night.
I'm going to
We
sleep.
failed here. I had to run away again.
There's no way we could fight that thing. We need.
Oh, we
a-
could.
You told me to get out.
Oh, we couldn't fight it right now. He had no magic left.
Yeah, it's true. But none of it was working.
All right.
Why
where
is
are we-
everyone so sad?
Because we ran from a creature
I'm
that
going
was...
to bed
We're
and
all
ready to
alive.
fight it
Yeah, that's
tomorrow.
really great. I'm
Tomorrow
really
we're
glad.
getting the deed.
And I'll come back with 4
All right.
more bear traps and have 10 bear traps.
It's a lot of bear traps.
It's a lot of bear traps.
All
Okay,
right.
where are we going to sleep? Let's go. Let's
Let's go to sleep.
Jim Jam's looking at me like, you are such a moron. It's the look he's giving.
These bear traps, man.
You
I'm
still have
gonna
that alchemist fire?
I do.
You'd never have let me
get you
have
them
them in the
bear
first
traps.
place.
What?
Alchemist fire on the big monster.
I was thinking more Loremire's
He hasn't
estate.
yet.
Fine, let's go to sleep. I'm going to sleep,
I
Okay.
go to sleep.
Okay.
Wait,
gonna
where are we
go-
going to sleep? We
I'm
want
going
to
to
go.
Mortfor's house.
Okay, Mortifor's.
Which is basically our house now.
You guys have just taken it.
Yes.
As like
Okay.
you do. You are squatters. You
It's
have
okay to
claimed
be a
squatters'
squatter.
rights.
He's cool with it though.
Is he? Did
He's
you
totally
ask him?
cool with it.
He like gave
didn't
us
ask
the
him.
box. He
Dude,
gave
he
us
gave
his
us-
house.
Actually, the big problem that you guys are having is that it's becoming increasingly uncomfortable in that tight space. There's not much furniture. You've got like
have bed
one bed.
rolls.
Yeah, you've been sleeping on
So
it.
have a
here,
hammock.
Have you done
I've been
that for an
hanging out-
extended
I've
period of time?
been
Just
alright.
laid on the floor with a little
hey, so
pad under you?
So before we go to bed, Quigley and I start building an extra level to the house.
Yes, we
start-
start making bunk beds.
Yeah, we collect wood.
Beds.
No, we
You guys
collect
have a
magical
lot
wood.
of faith in your ability to do any of this.
No, we have all this wood, and then we built a second story to the
Kind
house.
of weird. Like all these materials for all your plans just appear, and you just do it.
I use my knowledge dungeoneering.
We're going to bed.
I'm going to bed.
Marcus, you had your hand up, I believe. Did you have something
I'm
you
at the
wanted to
Mouse
say?
and Moth.
You go to the Mouse and Moth.
First question. Is Amy there?
Oh my gosh. She doesn't want you. She there?
No.
Second question. Nope, not a question. I'm going to order a drink. I'm going to sit at the bar.
Why don't you hit on
And
a
I
different
want to talk
lady?
to Maisie.
Oh.
Maisie is there. She's kind of busy. I mean, it's a busy night, so you know but she
I'll
will
be there.
entertain you.
You know what, Jim?
It's the
Yeah.
first Friday of the waning gibbous season.
That's a big night for her.
I'm going to drink heavily, but slowly.
No.
This is not a party night. Marcus is going, he's having, what do you guys call him?
Emotions.
That's the one.
Why?
An emotion?
Yeah.
His best
friend.
What kind of emotion could Marcus
So
possibly be
eventually
experiencing?
Marcus is going to try to be striking up a conversation with Maisie when the time is
Guys,
right.
remember when I told
Are
you
your
that tonight was
feelings
about
for her?
relationships?
Is that what you're talking about?
We may find out just how deep that goes.
Say, Maisie, I don't understand. I mean, you don't think I'm a good guy, right?
I don't think you're a bad guy.
She shook her head no.
But,
She's saying no. She's saying no right now.
No. But I mean, you know, do you think I'm a hero?
She said yes.
Well, I mean,
She's thinking.
you guys have done a lot for the town. There's certainly, troubles that you have, when like the guy that you brought in here several days ago, his house was burning down, his kids had nowhere to stay,
Oh, yeah,
he
that
saved
was-
lives. That was you, right?
Yeah.
He went back to his house.
Yeah, you know, Maisie, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I'm a hero. I used to. Well, I don't know that I ever really thought I was a hero, but I don't know that the group that I'm with knows what a hero is. I mean, Quigley's got a whole book on it, and that thing hasn't taught him anything. I mean, and just like, what are we doing? I mean, these guys could end the world, or just their lives on any given moment. And there's no talking to them. And I look back and I try to think of all the decisions I've made, and they don't really amount to anything.
Well, I mean, a lot of decisions you've made is to sit in here and drink and try to have relations with just about anybody who will give you the time of day.
Yeah, has Amy mentioned me at all?
No, she hasn't. She hasn't mentioned you.
Well, would you do me a favor, Maisie? Because I know that sometimes, Aaron, who runs errands, will come in here, and there's people who come through. If you could, because I know I'm going to be busy, I'm going to leave you some gold. Could you guys get her like a nice bouquet? Because I know if I get her the flowers, she'll turn them down. But maybe you could get her the flowers and just say, you just thought she needed a good day because I was bad to her, I wasn't good to her, but I think I should have done something good.
Marcus, I am going to do you a favor. I'm not going to do that for you, because that is not the way to catch her attention.
But I feel like I've already caught her attention in a bad way.
Having other people talk to her for you is not going to solve this problem.
I should go talk to her now.
We were talking about relationship advice.
I wonder if it's late,
It's late. But I'm Maisie, I'm thinking a lot about, my my mortality lately? Because I'm pretty sure that the rate of my mortality is on a downward spiral due to my group. And I don't know that we're doing, well, I don't really know what the right thing is, but I don't know that we're doing it. And I don't know that I could convince them to do it even if I knew what it was.
Well, it seems to me like this is a conversation you should be having with them. So far, and I don't know the whole dynamic, I've only seen you bits and pieces, but it seems like to me that whenever I did overhear anything you guys were saying, it was usually you trying to convince them not to do anything but sit with you and drink, or leave you alone while you drank. And now you're having all these conflicts that
But does that make me a bad person?
No, it doesn't make you a bad person. There's lots of people who are perfectly fine who just sit around and do nothing. It's not bad. No one's saying you're bad, but you seem to have this desire for more, and if you want to do more, then you have to do more.
Well, I just want to prove to them that I can do more. You know, that I am more than what they think of me, which is like nothing. I mean, Lyra, like, I think of any of the group, Lyra hates me the most. And she's supposed to be like this nice person. She's not nice.
Well,
she's like passive aggressive to the.
Oh, I'm nice.
You're not there.
Lucas Martinez says, there's only one way to win her back. Fireball.
Well, Lady Maisie, you say that I should talk to them.
The drink,
But I don't
yeah.
feel like they'll talk to me. And when I do talk to them, they don't listen.
but why is that?
They're crazy.
Is that really the only reason?
At least
They just
two of
woke
them
up
are
one day and they
psychopathic.
hated you and
Two of them? Which two?
that was it?
It's probably kind of best.
There's no series of events that may have led them to have this opinion of you?
Well, yeah, sure, but I mean, now I'm in it. So now what do I do? I mean, it's like, you know, the little goblin that cried orc, you know?
Find ways to be genuinely helpful.
I
You
just
shouldn't
hear
worry.
him?
Don't worry so much about what you're going to tell them. What are you going to do tomorrow? How are you going to help them in something they want to do? How are you going to prove to them that you care about what they want and that their goals matter to you?
But their goals are great. Lady Maisie, I think without me or something, they would go around burning down houses and just killing people. Like we're on the razor's edge of just murderous psychopathy, and on the other side is like basically what I'm saying, we're heavily leaning towards murder and psychopathy, and on the other we're not. This is perilous. Got my back up against the wall here, Lady Maisie. I'm putting it out here for you.
David Geisler says, go walking in circles until your head clears.
I just think that the only way they're gonna know how you feel is if you tell them, and if they're not willing to listen, there's not a lot you can do about that. But you can control what you're gonna do, and if you want to have that talk with them, and when you have that talk with them, you have to understand that you're probably gonna also have they probably also have a lot of feelings and thoughts that you're not aware of because you have also been maybe closed off to listening to them. So unless you guys can all collectively sit down and have a discussion where you'll honestly listen to each other as a group, then maybe you guys aren't the best fit to be together.
You've got a good point. It's hopeless. Pour me another drink. And then I will
Blackout.
I think I'm just gonna keep drinking.
Oh boy.
Okay.
You're gonna be gross tomorrow.
Gonna be a good day. And
Wait, no, you actually need to sleep at some point,
We're gonna
right?
have to drag him.
pass out.
2
Pass
hours.
out.
2 hours.
It's all. It's iffy at this point, Quigley. Marcus is. What about your spells for tomorrow? I
You
don't
gotta be
know that
helpful
he
in the
cares.
group too.
You don't care about your best friend in the whole
You know
world.
what?
We're not there.
You know what?
We're not
I'm gonna
there.
roll
Who cares
the die.
about me?
Roll the die, because that's what Marcus is on this razor's edge. He could go either way.
I think this is a wonderful scene that we just experienced.
It's relationships on that.
I drink heavily.
Sure.
Great.
Sure. Okay.
That's the dice right there. That's how they tell a story. That's why I love this
They're
game.
telling a story. The remainder of you awaken the next morning, either on the single bed or on Mortifor's floor or...
In my hammock.
Bright-eyed and
I'm on the bed.
We're gonna
Very
have to go
comfortable.
sleep in a better bed.
Did she just
guys.
decide she's the only one in the
That
bed?
is correct.
Yeah, I did it-
She
I
did
did
decide
before you guys
that.
started building.
She
She's a
declared it
princess.
very, she was extremely excited to be the person without you or anybody else. That is how that occurred.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
Don't forget that discount code or the multiple discount codes that we've given you.
And to share.
If you are wondering what those are, we will repeat them throughout the episode, but let's start with this first one. DAS24 gets you 24% off at opengamingstore.com for basically 1 week. Until the 22nd, you get that. So head over there. On your first order, you get that 24% off. So get yourself some goods. There's stuff from Paizo, and then there's stuff from third-party publishers. So
I'm
get your hands on
literally
them.
going to go on afterwards
Literally.
and get myself
Literally.
some goods.
Literally.
So I'm going to use it.
You
literally.
should do it.
Literally.
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 That's fine. Whatever. Literally.
Literally.
Not figuratively.
No.
Literally.
Literally.
But literally could also be figuratively now because it's in the dictionary
The common
both ways.
usage of the word has twisted
What?
its literal meaning.
It's basically like
If you like our show about grammar, you should review us. You can go ahead.
it's basically like Aladdin. Did you guys see the Dictator of Aladdin?
No.
Aladdin means good and bad.
No.
No.
Ridiculous.
So
Cool.
you should share.
Cool, guys.
Is he at
Dragons
the
and
house
stuff.
in the morning?
No. Of course not.
Publicly. Just gonna get it.
Well, I think in my
Jim will
head,
tell us where Marcus is.
You know what, Jim? You will tell. Here's what I have in my head. Just to give you, I'm gonna spitball. I feel like there's two options. One, my head is down on that bar table or bar, and I'm just, that is just where I'm gonna be for the next hours. The other option is I'm outside of Amy's house yelling at her.
No.
That is another option.
Oh yeah, you should roll.
Oh my
Flip a
God.
coin.
Neil
You have
wants
awakened.
you to roll the dice.
You are 4, not 5. What do you do?
Where's
Well,
Marcus?
we're hungry.
Lyra
guys wanna-
meditates. Well, Lyra wakes up first, meditates,
Yes,
regaining her spells for the day.
Yes.
We have some food we can round up
Yes.
in here.
We have almonds
Do we still
have
have frog
rations?
legs?
of the chocolate.
No,
You could eat
Crabby?
rations, or you could eat a hot meal.
We could go
Whichever
eat
one
a
you
hot
feel is
meal.
best.
I say
Hot
we
meal.
eat-
Let's
We're
go to the
gonna head
mouse
to the
moth.
Mouse and Moth for breakfast.
Yep.
Okay.
Maisie
Go to the
loves
Mouse
this.
I
and
food.
want pancakes and bacon and sausage.
Those things can be provided, courtesy.
I want hot
Lovely
buns.
Hot
Who's
cross,
hot buns?
cross buns.
Hot pockets.
You said she's famous for her hot buns.
Hey, you want Lady Maisie's hot buns? You get Lady Maisie's hot
No,
buns.
Mrs. Quigley would not approve.
Isn't your
not so
mother
terrible.
Is your
watching?
mom still watching this?
Mom?
All right.
You eat a hearty breakfast at Maisie's,
is.
at the Mouse and Moth. As always, you are well provided for.
Where the hell's Marcus?
Lady Maisie.
Do we see him?
Have you seen Lord Marcus? He said he was coming here.
Well, he was here all night.
All night.
Yes. I
With the
I
woman?
put him upstairs.
Oh.
That was nice of you.
He
Thank
had too much to drink.
Right.
you. Okay.
Should we let
Way
him
too
sleep?
much to drink.
Or
Yes.
I don't know that you could arouse him if you wanted to.
Oh, no,
Oh, you
thank
could always arouse me.
No, thank you.
No one's arousing
I
him.
didn't want to put that A on there. It just kind of came out,
It came
and
out! I know I heard it!
and he got
I
it.
knew I heard
He
it.
picked up on it, swooped in like a
Hey,
hawk.
Lyra, come arouse me.
how much sleep did he get?
Some. He's been several hours.
You don't know about this though.
No, I'm
Nobody
asking
knows
her.
about this.
I'm literally
No, we're
asking Lady
We're asking
Maisie.
Okay.
how long she's been sleeping. He.
Do you think a good idea if I go try to stir him gently?
Gently.
He's not
It's always
gonna
the best
have a
way to
good
arouse
morning.
me.
But I mean, you won't kill him.
Won't he?
Do you have any home
Fast forward 3
home
episodes.
remedies for hangovers?
I don't.
Coffee.
No
You know who
coffee.
does?
There's no
Hello.
coffee.
I love coffee.
I know, but there's no
Catwell
coffee.
has
can't
been
there be
known
coffee?
to
I
sell
have
us.
Some of those hot
I feel
buns.
like there needs to be coffee in this world.
Certainly.
So I put some hot buns and some bacon on a plate, and I go upstairs
Sounds
and
delicious right
I've got
now.
some water in a cup, in one of Lady Maisie's cups, and I go. And do I know which door it is?
Yeah, I mean, she would let you
So
know
just
which
start
one.
knocking on
Knocking
doors.
on all the doors.
Hey guys,
But I knock on Lord Marcus's door.
my kill count's 69. Just wanted to throw that out there right now.
Important to note, everyone.
Appropriate.
Important safety note, everyone. Don't cross the
Make
streams.
sure you're aware.
How many
So
do have?
I knock on his door and I very lightly say, Lord Marcus, I know
Wow.
you're having you might be having a rough morning, but we're here and I'm trying to waft in breakfast to you.
Are you blowing in his ears?
No, I'm blowing the scent underneath the door.
Oh.
How's that working out for you?
Lord Marcus!
We're not getting a response.
All right, now I'm fearing that he's dead from, so I start pounding on the door.
Okay.
And if he continues not to answer,
Just
I
open the
will
door.
Open the door. But I was going to say break down the door, but
You open the door and Marcus is passed out.
I
Naked?
quickly go and make a heel check on
Naked,
him.
naked?
He's alive.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah,
But he's
naked?
passed out.
He usually sleeps naked.
He's
I
tucked
usually
in.
do. I don't think I
No,
slept
Maisie would
by
just
my
tuck
choice.
him in with his
He's
robes.
tucked in.
you're
He's,
tucked
he's
in.
snoring loudly.
So
He looks
I say
pale.
I put the plate down next on a side table
down
of
with
something and a mug there, and I quickly write a note and I say we are it's going to say I believe the next best step would be to at least speak with Lady Smithison at her house. Please meet us there when you wake up.
So we
We're gonna go up.
we get upstairs and we go in and we see him writing the note.
Okay.
I go, Lyra, hit him with some water.
Water.
Marcus, you are awakened by a splash of water.
I was
You do not feel good.
Do you need some more water?
You do not feel like anything is right with the world.
What did you do?
Everything hurts. There
What
is
did you
food
do,
next to you,
Marcus?
and the
Yes, I come
smell
upstairs.
of Maisie's buns, which usually you find very enticing, makes your stomach turn. You feel like
away.
death.
Just go away for a day.
We have to save your friend Horatio.
That's what we only have a little time. We gotta go.
You guys aren't gonna save him. You just want him to die.
Did you not just hear our words?
You're
Turn
just
your
gonna let
listening
him
ears up.
die when you get him out.
Water.
I go and I take one of the pieces of bacon and I start just trying to put it in his mouth. And just trying to put it
I hit him. I physically accosted him.
Okay, yeah, I mean, he's trying to slide, he tries to backhand you.
I'm very agile, so
Doesn't he
roll
have
to
to
hit.
roll? Yeah, doesn't he have to roll for it?
I mean, it's virtual. I mean, it's a weak attempt, but he's clearly, like, not having it.
All right, well, this bacon's right over here. So
I don't want
for
it.
Oh my God.
Lord Marcus, just to let you know, we're going to go to Lady Smithson's to try and figure this out before we steal from her, as everyone has suggested. And if you would like to wake up and come meet us, we would gladly have you.
Treasure
Water.
awaits us. Marcus
Go
treasure.
away.
We're going
It does
to
not
save your
look like
friend.
without some serious help, he's going to be able to operate
Put him
for
in the
several
box.
hours.
Your
at
light
least.
wounds him. Your
No.
light wounds him.
Put him in the box.
That is not going to cut it.
No, it's all right. Let's just let him sleep it off. And
Put him in the box. He can sleep in the box.
We're going to the Smithersons. Smithersons.
Did anyone hear me?
no, he's fine here.
Smithersons?
Smithersons.
Smithsons.
We'll never hear the end of it.
All
there
right,
an
let's
R
go
in
to
there?
Smithson's.
Smithsons.
Yeah,
There's
there's
an
no
R
R.
in there.
Yes.
Smithsonian's.
Smithsons.
Let's go see
No.
Amberly.
Smithsonian's.
Okay. Sure. It is not difficult to find out where the Smithersons live, as they are a well-known name in town. You approach a very large, opulent home. They're
Ooh.
yeah, it's very nice. There's
That is
there's a
beautiful.
fountain
We didn't know this
and a
existed,
garden.
did we, Dale?
That's
As you are
pretty.
approaching
Didn't know
the
that.
house itself,
Craftsboro had those
you
kinds of
hear and see out of the corner of your eye a flurry of motion as two large, brutish dogs charge forward through the, and they don't like attack you, but they're like standing. There's sort of the two of them, and they're barking as you approach the house.
Oh, I'm gonna summon a creature if they're not careful.
And they're baring their teeth and growling as you approach. But then a man, a large, sort of a muscle-bound man, comes over and calls the dogs away.
Who's this man?
As you approach the house. Another man, as you approach the door, you see that there's another man who looks almost exactly like the man who called the dogs away, standing before the door. And as you approach, he's just kind of watching you, giving you this, who the heck are you look. He doesn't say anything as you get right up to the door.
Who are they?
I shove quickly the
So
front.
can we knock? Is there some sort of pull for a bell?
Well, there's a
or-
guy standing there, and you could knock.
There's a guy right in front of the door?
Yeah, he's
knock,
standing
knock,
there.
knock, 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 knock.
Just
It
They
doesn't have
just
a
didn't
clank.
listen to anything.
No,
you
they were just
said.
like,
And I'm looking-
how do I get the, where's the prize
The
that
guys
I
are
wanted?
right there.
Hey, and I'm
with
just
the
looking at the guy.
Okay,
I'm just like staring
sure.
at the guy.
Yeah, he's just staring right back
So
at you.
I approach the dogs, and I'm going to try and use my handle animal skill to make them happier with a piece of bacon that I have kept. Well, I'll use one of my rations that I have. I'm going to try and feed them some of my rations.
Jim, as I would assume that we have an NPC for these people and dogs, our tech team may not know the names
Oh,
of
no,
the
they got the doggies.
those dogs!
They got the doggies.
Are those
You do
your
know those
dogs?
dogs. Tell us all about those dogs, Lyra.
Amazing.
My
Honey
goodness.
bear is that one.
Which one? You're pointing.
You're pointing, we
You're
don't
pointing.
know.
It's
Yeah,
This
point
one.
down here, Lyra. Point right down here.
Wrong
And they're
dog.
very vicious.
So,
Oh,
so cute.
just
How big are those
snarling,
dogs?
They're
slavering
vicious.
beasts.
I mean, look at them. No, they're so cute. I love those dogs so much. They're so cute. So Charles and Patty, those are your dogs.
That is correct. We got
They
a
don't
very
look
interesting
very
NPC
much.
made
It's so
submission.
amazing.
Little
Yes,
dogs.
and if you would like to be involved in our show,
Or your
you
dog.
can just, or your
Or your
dog,
cat.
or your,
or your horse.
No,
No more
Why?
dogs.
you can
Send us a
send
picture of yourself,
a
people.
high quality
No
picture
lobsters.
of
Just
you
your face.
without any accoutrement on, and send a high quality photo, and in the subject line put NPC me, and at some point you may be put in the show yourself.
This is so cool. I know those dogs.
All right, so I feed,
Oh, goodness.
I feed them I try to, give them some of the
Just
rations and
forces
try
it
to
against their face.
calm them down.
Okay.
They,
I was
they
First
imagining
thing
love
to
it.
approach
They
them,
love
you
it.
should
I'm
make a
sure.
handle animal check. You see the man who's kind of holding them at bay is watching you come, and he's looking at you like you are the biggest idiot, but he doesn't interfere.
Yeah.
Okay, you can
Plus
now.
6
Do
is
it.
8.
They know
As
the
you're
ultimate
approaching, they're like starting forward, like they're gonna, like you can tell that if you press this, you are getting
That's
jumped
coconut.
by these dogs. And the guy who was previously calling up does not seem that interested in stopping this from happening.
I'll back away, but I just want to be friends with them.
Okay, so you back away.
No one answered the door.
No, he's right there. He's standing right
You're
there.
not hitting the door.
I say,
There are people in front of you,
How do I
Krag.
say knock
Who,
on the
who
door?
are you?
Who are you talking to?
Who are you?
I'm trying to say hello to the one who was not holding the dogs.
So the one over by the door.
Yes.
Who's that? Todd.
Dodd?
Todd.
Todd.
Dodd? Dodd or Todd?
Todd.
What do you want?
Yes.
Smitherson.
We would like to see Lady Smitherson.
Do you have an
please.
appointment?
Yes.
Did you make it?
Make a bluff check, I guess. Go for it.
Bluff check.
20!
-1.
Well, let's see if he sense motives you. Nope. It's like, oh, okay. Well, come inside then. Takes you inside the house.
And we're in.
You're led into a foyer,
foyer.
inside the Smitherson
I need
Manor.
We have tea in this world.
I'm sure they have cheese plates.
I
Krag
want
with the
cheese.
bluff check.
Wine. I'm
Whoa.
sure they have wine.
Todd had a club.
You see that there is
That was Todd, right?
a stair
Yeah.
ahead of you.
See a what?
There is, to the left, there is a doorway into what looks to be a den, with a luxurious sofa and a large stained glass windows. To your right, there is a closed door, and then again, directly ahead of you is a flight of stairs. Todd asks that you wait here while he goes to fetch the lady of the house.
Amberly.
And as he's going away,
Yes.
I say to
All of us?
I say to everyone, now we must not mention the deed somehow, in case we have to do what we did with
Right.
You're not here.
I just love the idea that somehow it's going to be very difficult not to mention that she just
Don't
walks down the
say
stairs.
the word deed.
She walks down the deed.
We're not here for the deed.
Oh. Shh. Okay, go.
You don't have to eat the beak, Charlie.
You have to eat the beak,
Beak,
Charlie.
beak, beak, beak.
So we don't mention it. Got it.
Whatever, just
Isn't it? Or could it be like Austin Powers with the mole? Remember that?
Mole. Moley mole.
I think you should make me make a check to see if I do this or not.
I don't think I have to. I'm sure you
I
guys
can't
will
believe I
figure it
just
out.
bluffed our way in here.
And Quigley's going to ruin it. Deed.
No.
Indeed, indeed.
No.
Did you see that?
No. No.
I didn't know.
A
So
few
anyways.
minutes later, a very richly dressed woman descends the stairs. What?
While this is happening, I'm also searching the area to see how big this place is, how many rooms there might be, how many people are inside of it.
Okay, just all right. You're doing what?
He's perceiving.
Just perceiving.
Searching the whole house.
No,
Swati.
I'm not leaving the
Dungeoneering.
room, but I'm just looking
From what you
around.
can see, again, there's an
Stairs.
open room to your
Door to the
left. There's a closed door to your right. And then have you know there's stairs, and you know that it's a two-story building. You would guess that somewhere beyond towards the back there's probably like a kitchen and a larder.
I lean over him. Over to him.
Have you figured out the layout yet? Have you memorized the blueprints to the building?
Alex,
Where's
have
the
you?
deed?
I feel
Are
like
you talking to me, Alex?
Deed detected.
I think she's the one that has to worry about this.
No, I think she's got it.
Using dungeoneering to. Never mind. Go ahead, Jim. Sorry.
Yes, knowledge
You're
dungeoneering
out
to
like
see
a
where
light.
the deed would be.
A very richly dressed woman descends the stairs. You would guess it must only be Lady Amberly Smitherson. She has a very annoyed look on her face as she descends the stairs.
Nailed.
She approaches you at the bottom. Says, "Well, Todd has informed me that we have an appointment. But as you very well know, we don't.
Smiling.
So what is this about?"
Well, we just had a very few questions for you, and we just wanted to talk for a
Deed.
moment.
You're not there.
Well, this all sounds like a bit of a waste of my time then. So
Oh,
if you
no,
would
it's
kindly
not.
leave.
I did have a question.
Is your question about opening a business in Trapsboro?
No, my first
Perhaps
question
you
was
wanted
about,
a small loan?
I'm sorry.
Perhaps you
Can
were
you
here to
let
dis-
my friend speak first before?
No, I
you
won't. This is
speak?
my home, and frankly, I don't have to. You don't have an appointment. We have no business unless you are
You're a
seeking
very
money.
rude
if you
lady.
could tell us about Matthew Donaghy.
Donahue.
What about the boy?
I just want to know what happened here.
He attempted to break into my home in the middle of the night, and he was punished for
Four
it.
strangers walk into her home. Tell us what you know about Matthew Donahue.
She obviously
She's like, oh
knows
yes,
us.
I'll
We're the
speak
heroes
right
of
with you.
Trapsboro.
Todd, pour some tea. Would you also like this deed I have over here?
But we're the heroes
would
of
like
Trapsboro.
He was a boy. He tried to break into my home.
Oh.
He was caught and punished, as criminals are.
Oh.
Jim, who is our NPC?
This is Luisa Isla de Maria Richardson.
Oh.
Thanks, Louisa. Thanks for sending us your photo.
That's awesome.
So if you send us your
Look
photo,
lovely, darling.
you send us your photo, folks, you can be an NPC. You'll have no idea who you're going to be or what. You might be a dog. We don't know.
That was amazing.
Do you know what he was trying to steal?
likely anything he could get his grubby little hands on.
Oh. All right.
I'm sorry, are you, is this some sort of investigation? Do you have...
Oh, yes. Here are my papers of authority.
There it is. Getting to use, bringing them back from like episode 3.
Yes, I have my papers of authority.
Bringing them papers back.
Yes. Yes, so we're just looking
She looks at them. You can see this like even makes her even more annoyed.
Because I'm sure she hates friggin' Crapwell as
We're
much
just
as I
looking
do.
into some very peculiar things that are happening around
Well, I
Trapsborough.
don't know what kind of investigation there needs to be. The boy was caught. He was trying to break into my home. That's what else could there be to it?
There could be a lot, you know. He could.
Like a deed?
Indeed,
We're
there
just-
could be a lot.
We are just making sure that all of our, you know, we're covering everything. We need to look into all of these things that are plaguing Trapsborough, all
Well,
of these crimes.
Certainly. His mother had a loan. She was unable to keep up with the payments. I had to take over some portion of the business so that she could maintain her debts to me. And the boy was very likely upset by this and sought to seek some form of retribution against me for what he viewed as an unfair, though perfectly legal and within the bounds of our contracts and dealings, takeover of his mother's bakery.
Do you mind showing me where he tried to break in?
Well, he didn't get very far. He didn't really even make it into the house.
Wait, stop laughing at me. This is a very, if we're coming in and investigating a crime, this would very
That would be a
clearly be a
question.
line of questions that I would have.
Later.
He attempted to come in through a window on the ground floor, but he never made it because the dogs got him. I'm sure you met Rex and Thor.
Yes, I actually very much like them.
I'm
Rex
sure.
and Thor.
Anyway, they alerted the my household security that there was an intruder.
That's Todd.
Oh yes, Todd. Yes. He and his brothers were able to apprehend the thief before he made it even up to the building itself.
Are all of Todd's brothers, are they all twins? Oh, it wouldn't be twins, would it be? You said brothers, so
Triplets, quadruplets.
Are they all the same?
Quintuplets.
Yes.
Octomom.
So-
The mom is the Octomom.
Yes, they all look the same.
Triplets, huh? That's very interesting.
Get confusing.
So, does that conclude your investigation?
I did have another line of questions. for
I'm
you.
sure you do.
We have also been having some trouble around town with some unsavory folk called the Red Masked Mercenaries. I'm wondering if you've had any dealings with these folks as well.
I've heard of them.
You've heard of them. What have you heard?
They were involved in a kidnapping not too long ago.
Oh,
Very famous.
Actually, I believe we helped stop that kidnapping, and
How wonderful.
we thought we had driven them out of town, but they seem to have come back and have started to be more and more around the town.
How dreadful.
Yes.
I hope somebody stops them.
Well, obviously we would like to stop them. We just have no information on them.
Isn't that a shame?
Yes,
Perhaps
but-
you should go and find some information about them.
Well, see, that is what I'm trying to do here. Is see if you have any information on them.
This is a multifaceted
tap him in?
investigation. Mercenaries
Let
and
him talk.
the common thieves.
Yes,
You see my diplomacy?
we're covering much ground. We
Aldo
are the
says let him
heroes of
talk.
Trapsborough, and
She
we are
says it.
trying to save the town.
Excellent. Well, I'm a very busy woman. If you'd like to make an appointment to ask me any further questions, I have no problem scheduling in, say, 3 weeks from now, Thursday. I think there's an opening.
And if you'd like to schedule an appointment with us, you can reach us in a month and a half.
I will keep that in mind.
All right. It's it was very nice talking to you.
It's 555 deed.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Hey guys, Alex here. I know you're gonna hear it again, but why don't you hop over to facebook.com/dragonsandstuff at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every Friday nights and watch us live. You can chat with us and you could possibly win a prize by sharing our episode. So hop on over there. What are you waiting for?